How about it? How about when you just like doing it just to get something back? If it ain't genuine, if the love ain't real,
right.
What we talking about, man?
Yeah, because exactly. Like you can't. I don't know. I was just feeling like I'm like, yo, I think some people have this notion in their head that like I'm ill. I should get mad love out here, and it's like, bro, like that is in your head.
You are. That
may not be reality. You're not in tune with what it takes to actually really get the love that you think that you should be receiving right now. Like, and that's why it made me say, like, yo, you get what you put out majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not receiving this amount of love that you think you should be receiving, you know what I'm saying? You might want to reevaluate what you're doing. What great things are you doing? How much love are you really showing people?
Yeah.
And it goes back to what you were saying. Like, and is it the things you're doing? Is it genuine?
Yeah.
Is it just for popularity or
what's
clout,
that new thing
like
they
that?
Clout chasing?
Clout chasing, right? Like, is it?
It might be, brother.
Because if it is, you know what I'm saying? Real people are gonna see through it. Genuine people are gonna see through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's why I was like, yo, like, reflect on what great things have you done. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like, well, I'm a good father or I'm a good mother. Like, no. We're not giving credit for that. So, I'm talking about.
Because that should just be happening.
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm not giving credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, I salute the people doing but what I'm saying is that what great things are you doing that's going to benefit other people?
Other people.
You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Like the event you and I were talking about, right?
Let's not give that away. You know what?
We're not talking about it yet, but I'm saying we got a good event, and it's like, okay, fine. Like, that's something that I believe and you believe is like, that's something great that we could do, right? And it's not like we going to make money or anything like that, dog. It's just to be like, yo, I feel good doing it, saying, yo, I did that.
They
dog.
did that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did that. And I know that benefited more than just me, more than just my man, more
it's
than
real.
just the podcast.
It's
you know
real.
What I'm saying? Like, I get a genuine, like, I just get a good feeling off of being like, yo, if we can accomplish this right here, dog, this is a great feeling.
You know what? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man.
For real, man.
Yo, enjoy this video.
Creative destruction, a risky business of going against the grain. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself.
I think about you a lot, and I met a lot of people. I was just telling her, I said, as soon as Nipsey gets here, we're gonna get philosophical. And we really can't. It's like just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
Nipsey Hussle, the rapper, he's so thoughtful about the way he produces his songs, and he paints such a clear picture of his truth.
I know it's gonna take 15, 20, 30, but I think you have it. Honestly, you have it in you.
I'll tell you that Nipsey is more of a psychologist and kind of a thinker that way.
What's happening is that there's a technological evolution that's ahead of the compassion evolution or the spiritual evolution, which is the New Age movement, the vegan movement, all these things trying to catch up to the technology. Because we got nuclear bombs and everybody's armed and we can commit planetary suicide. So what has to balance that is the culture. And that's why Drake is the biggest, I think, and the love is the movement.
You know, I pay attention. I'm a student of success and just like boss moves, and I pay attention. So you don't gotta tell me directly. You know what I mean?
Right. The whole concept of my brand is the marathon. So I got a project called the Marathon, and then I got my stores called the Marathon.
You know, I love that.
Yeah.
My man, every fucking word out of my mouth is marathon over sprint.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's running sprints.
Yeah, that's it.
I seen you with Gary V. Yeah, he crazy. You know what I mean? He turned up. You know, as soon as he walk in the room, you feel it. Right. Nah, but you know, I got a lot of respect for Gary V. I call him a radical. I call myself a radical too. So I think we relate on that level.
Yeah. What's the latest? How you feeling?
Dude, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, homie. We had a good talk early in the process, right?
I'm so fucking proud of you, boy.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna flip it up. What about some Nipsey Hussle?
What is this?
Nipsey. N-I-P-S-E. Yep, there he is. That,
What's up?
Yep. That's right there. You haven't even started. I mean that. I mean that. How old are you? I'm 43. And I haven't even started. So what the fuck are you doing?
I think it's exciting right now, though. You know, that's why I'm kind of going slow. As much as people like trying to rush me, I'm going slow because I think that there's no need to rush. I think all the opportunities are unfolding.
If you've got it like that,
You gotta go.
you gotta go.
Creative destruction, a risky business of going against the grain. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. On the head. It's radicals, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Nipsey.
Rest in peace, Nip. You know, that was a great man, and I think a lot of people are now starting to recognize his greatness, and it's sad because unfortunately, it kind of took for him to lose his life, for a lot of people to be aware of the positive things and great things he was doing, man. So.
All right, man. Let's get with the shits. Where you want to go first, man? It's a little sombering.
It was a little somber, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, I don't know, for someone like me, that my mind is open now and I'm awake and I realize the dumb shit that I did over the years and how I just want to see people do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nipsey's death is like, yo, that shit hits you hard when you see that that man was about positivity, man, and he wasn't trying to really tear his community down or tear anyone else down. He was just trying to promote, you know what I'm saying, like well-being and doing better and shit like that, man. And it's good because you see a guy come from the gutter who actually was really doing something, and it's like, yo, man, you know. But unfortunately, man, you know, he got his life taken. So, but I don't want to get all somber with that shit, man. So this is the GMS podcast, Grown Man Shit podcast. It's your host, Fly Nice, with my guy, Mr. HYB. Mr.
Handle your BI.
Handle
You already.
your business.
That's it. That's what we're trying to do here, man.
And if there's somebody I know that does handle business, man, it's my homie right here.
Without.
He handles business.
Appreciate it. Showing love to the people that follow us, subscribers, people that like the page. We appreciate y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed, man. I got a lot of friends that are like, yo, I ain't on that Facebook, man.
Oh, yeah. I heard a couple people say that, too. So let them know, bro, what's going on.
You know what? We're going to share this link. If you ain't on the Facebook, I don't know why. Here's the YouTube. I don't know why either, but you know, here's the YouTube link. If y'all got friends, y'all feel free to share it. Want to tell everybody out there hello. So how's things going with you? First of all, how's the family?
Family's good. Family's good. Went to my son's parent-teacher conference today.
How'd it go?
Phenomenal.
Yeah? What's phenomenal? Talk about it.
I mean, phenomenal. Like,
okay.
He was struggling. I don't want to get into why I believe he was struggling, but he was struggling.
Okay.
And I felt like I had to step up a little bit more and do a little bit extra. And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm doing. And when I sat down with his teacher, she was like, you know, after the last conversation I had with you,
okay,
when you told me that from this point out he will be, because I told his teacher, this is what I told his teacher.
Okay.
I was like, listen, from this point on, I guarantee you he will be doing better.
Thank you.
And she said, I don't know what you did, but whatever you did, I have not seen an improvement like this in a child so fast. And she was like, I just want to say that whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because
parenting.
Like I mean, yo, for real, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, I went to that parent teacher conference last time, and I was like, whoa,
wait a minute,
like, hold on, like, I was embarrassed, yo.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, not my son. Hold on, because what people fail to realize is that shit reflects on you.
Yes, it does.
As a parent, and I'm like, no.
Right.
Like, I was embarrassed. Like, hold on, she must think I'm not doing my job.
Right.
You feel me?
So you handled your BI,
and I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it was just an everyday thing. Like,
Okay.
he was struggling in reading, and she's
Okay.
like, "Oh, his reading and comprehension."
What
And I was
grade's he
like,
in?
"Hold on." He's in 5th grade.
5th grade.
And I'm like, "Hold on,
Very
hold on,
important.
hold on."
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, "Whoa, what you mean he's not?" I'm like, "No. He's being lazy."
Yeah.
And I don't know why or who's allowing it, but nice.
Not on your watch?
Not on my time. Not on my time. So I was like, you know what I did?
What's that?
I bought him a 5th grade novel.
Okay.
And I bought him a 5th grade reading and comprehension book.
Okay.
And I was like, you're going to read this and you're going to use this reading and comprehension book.
Okay.
Right? And then you're going to tell me what's going on in this book.
Okay.
I'm going to go over it with you. Plus,
Okay.
I did the background to what the book was about. So,
Good.
I got the gist of what it was about.
Okay.
Now, and I'm like, you're going to basically report to me
Yep.
on what you're doing.
What it's doing.
You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, like, he tried to get through it. Oh, Daddy, I left the book at school. Bring the book home, whatever. And then the teacher had called me one time and was like, he has this big project coming up. He lost his paper, whatever. And I just had to, really put my foot down at this point. Like, yo, man, listen, man. Like, don't make me put my hands on you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Because some of these parents
hear
out here,
They want the teachers to do everything?
you expect the teach, like we were talking before.
Yeah.
You put all the responsibility on these teachers or whatever, but listen, I mean, I believe in, there comes a time where you got to smack your kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not abusing.
We're not advocating violence.
No. But there comes a time you got to smack your kid. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that.
Right.
I'm saying I didn't have to do it.
It's probably because he knows Daddy is not playing.
Yeah, because I had that conversation with him. I was like, listen, man. I haven't had to put my hands on you since you were like 3-4 years old. Right. Had to spank you a couple times. But I had to tell him, I will put my hands on you. And I don't want to do it, but I will. And he's like, okay. I said, but listen, I don't want you to fear me in a sense that, I don't want to mess up because my dad's gonna hurt me. I want you to fear letting me down, not fear that dad's gonna hurt me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to instill that fear like my son's scared of me and I'm gonna beat him and all of that. Nah.
Right.
I just want him to fear letting me down. Because I
And
support him and I expect more.
And I'm glad that you actually clarified that, because a lot of people probably feel as though is that you gotta instill this type of fear, like as to be a fear that he's gonna break me down or hurt me. Truth be told, I'll be honest with you, that was the old school. That's how I was raised.
That's how a lot of us was raised, but
it doesn't work anymore. Not at all.
It's not really conducive. Like when it's like, yo, if you fear your parent, right, in the regard that physical harm, like you fear your parent, right? That's not a healthy fear. Like, it doesn't mean you respect your parent. It means you fear them. But if you fear your parent in a way where, I respect my parents, so I fear letting them down because of how much I respect
That's much more
them,
powerful. That's
a lot different. And that's what I try to instill in my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be putting my hands on my kid and no. That's not the road I'm trying to go down. But I grew up in a house where if I had to get smacked, I would get smacked. And I didn't want to get smacked. And that helped me, not
avoided.
Just do certain, some dumb shit that I probably
understood,
would have done. I just didn't do it because I knew that if I got caught doing this, that was
going
my
down.
Ass,
It's going down.
So I'm not gonna say it's not, but at the end of the day, that's not what I want my son. That's not how I want my son to fear me.
And I actually applaud you for that and actually just clarifying that, because we're not Adrian Peterson kids out here, but at the same time letting them know if we got to turn it up a notch, we'll turn it up a notch. But for me, every time where I find myself disciplining my kids, I always find myself saying, you know what, I love you. Letting them know, because at the end of the day, because you don't know, each kid is different. Each kid's psyche is different. Each character is different. Some kids are stronger. They'll be able to handle certain things. Like my son, man, he like me. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a young kid, even still now sometimes, I'm a softie. He be like, Daddy, I just want a hug. I'm like, all right, come on, man. I'm like, you all right? All right, toughen up, boy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't assume that you're going to take I'm going to be tough guy.
No, you can't.
And that's going to work, because you know what? Everybody's built different. You know what I mean?
You can't. Yo, and that's another thing, too. Like, some people fail to realize, right? And I learned this, I don't even remember, but I just learned it a while back.
Okay.
But, yo, you can't use the same form of, punishment, or you can't deal with every child the same way is what I'm trying to say.
There you go.
You can't. Some kids you have to say,
right.
You can say, no, not you have to. Some kids you can say, you know, listen, go sit down, be quiet, you're being loud, and you're starting to aggravate me. And they'll sit down and they'll be quiet.
And they'll understand, right? Like, you know what? Yeah,
right. Mom's starting to piss dad off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me
stop
cool out.
Around, right? But some kids, you got to be like, sit down before I put my foot off and grab them. I will. Do not make me
shake them a little bit.
Right, you have to. No bullshit. Because not all kids are the same, dog.
You're right.
Not all kids are the same. Like I hate when people it's like, oh well, they're only 3 years old, so that means all fucking 3-year-olds are the same.
Nah,
they're literally not all the same.
Not at all.
They're literally not all the same. Have you ever met all 3-year-olds and think they're all the same? I've met some 3-year-olds. I'm like, wow, your kid like is really different from mine.
He's pretty gangster for his age.
Like he's a lot different from mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that was my 3-year-old, I'd have smacked the shit out.
You know what's crazy? It's funny that you brought that case up. I don't know if we have the video, but I think I shared it. It wasn't really for the podcast, but just in sharing, it was like my little young boy was like, I ain't coming here to grandma's house no more. It's like, why? She ought to be trying to kiss on me. And like he took a sip of his juice and he's like, nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having. I was like, I don't know that I've used that yet.
Right.
And this little boy say, nah, grandma's over here trying to kiss me down.
Grown.
This isn't grown. I'm like, we all different, man.
Right,
we all different.
Right. So yeah. So like I say, man, like yo, I was proud today, man, to get that have that parent teacher conference and hear that he's doing well. I mean, I'm talking about, bro. Listen, like look, man, his test scores. She was like, his test scores went from like the last time I was there was like a 50.
Oof.
I was like, what?
Oof.
I was like, and then she's like, you know, this one was. She's like, now he's getting 90s.
That's beautiful, man.
Like,
well, I'm happy for you, bro.
I'm like, yeah. Like, and she's like, not just on one test. Like, let me show you his last 5 tests.
That's good. That's
you know
good.
What I'm saying? And then like one of them was like a 83. I didn't even care. I was like, word.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like that's all right.
Cause you know what? I think too.
Like, I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
When you're like, hey, look at what you did when you put a little effort in it.
Right, man.
Pops is excited about this.
Right.
And then also too, you know, even making a slight comment about it when he's around, like just in a distance, and maybe even talking to wife, be like, hey, you know, Navani's doing well, boo, boo, boo. And he's gonna be like, okay, different sort of satisfaction.
Right.
Indirect satisfaction will build him.
Listen, and I called him and was like, you know, because now I'm getting, and if y'all not doing it, you should as a parent. You should be getting weekly progress reports on your child.
Agreed.
They got apps and stuff you can communicate with your teachers. I have the Dojo app. So I told Class Dojo. And I was like, listen, I would like, if you can, to give me a weekly progress report on
They got the apps where you
like,
talk
no
with the
problem.
teachers.
Yes,
That's
I
a beautiful
her, right?
thing.
She was like, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Yo, every week, you know, it's like, oh, he's doing great. So what I do in turn is like, I call my son. Bubba, what you doing? Nothing. I don't never let him know off rip.
Yeah.
I spoke to your teacher this week.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm proud of you. You know, she said you're doing really well, and I want you to know I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, and then now it's like, if you want to go out this weekend, I'll take you somewhere, or because I gotta reward him.
You gotta reward him
because I gotta let him know that, you know what I'm saying, you will get rewarded for doing good, but I'm not gonna reward him every time because you can't expect something every time you do the right thing.
Hold on. Shout outs to Gene being in the building. He ain't producing today, but he's just here. I appreciate you.
Shout out
but
to
you know
Ken.
what? I appreciate the segue. Can I just let me drive real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Dear certain parents, I ain't gonna say who, but you know who you are. I think we talked about this before on the podcast. Let's talk about Fortnite. All right. So my son believes that he's supposed to have every skin under the planet. I'm like, hold on. You do know what the skins do. Yeah, Dad, it looks different. You know it doesn't make you play any better. Yeah, Dad. Why? Because I'm not buying you all the skins. And I say this only because of this. There's someone out here, family, cut the shit. Stop buying that certain someone all the skins.
Yeah.
Because my son's coming home reporting thinking he's getting all the skins. Right. And I was like, why you get the skins? Because I had a great day today.
Right.
Okay. And what else? I just had a great day.
So you did the right thing.
Wait a minute. So you had a great day.
Right.
You want me to give my son a skin? Yes. No. Hell no.
No.
I agree with occasionally. And maybe this might be the Haitian part of me. Because my parents, I remember A's and B's was expected, fam. Expected. You know? I remember I brought it. See, I was like, but it's average. My father said, he looked at me. He said, huh? Average? That's what you want to be? Average? And this is back in the day where.
Say it the way he really said it.
He didn't.
Say it the way he said it with the accent.
Oh, nah.
Now, say it, go ahead, brother. Just come on. Say it the way he said it.
My father stutters when he gets mad. I ain't going to do that on the podcast right now to you, Dad. Let this get famous. Let's get this bag.
I love Haitian
accent. And then we go bring it back.
I love that shit. They don't be playing.
What is this? Average. Average.
Yo,
you think I'm working hard in the streets to put you in the street for average?
Right.
I get it now, man.
Right, you get it now.
I get it now because average don't work. But the rewarding thing, man, just saying I appreciate it, little things here and there. It makes them kind of just say, yo, you know what?
Yeah, you gotta let them know. Like, look, man, that's my thing. Like, I let them know, you know what I'm saying? You'll get rewarded from dad from doing good, you know what I'm saying? But I can't do it every time because you also gotta let them know, dude, just because you do the right thing, you can't expect a fucking cookie every time you do the right thing.
And that's what I was leading to.
You know what's funny is like, that goes to what we were saying earlier too, like about, not when we were live, but it's like people expecting cookies for being a good parent.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I take care of my kids. I do. Yo, you don't get credit for that.
That's your responsibility.
What are you talking about?
You made the decisions to have the child. Some.
Nah, it's like, but that's like people
step
really,
up.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like people like, I'll take care of my kid. Like, no shit, that's what you're supposed to do.
Doesn't it go back to what you doing tonight? Like, I'm babysitting.
Yeah, like, are you? Is there some notion in this world that like you have a kid and now you don't have to take care of this
Oh
thing?
my
like,
Lord.
I don't know what planet people live on.
You know what, man? And it goes back to kind of like on a tangent, but just doing things to get kind of like recognition. How about just doing things because you're supposed to do it or doing things because it's morally right? You know, which, you know what, we kind of got off on a tangent. It's kind of cool that we did that, but I'm going to stare at the train back. Let's go back to what we were talking about off the air with Nipsey just saying, you know, there's a struggle. People tend to struggle, and when there's a struggle, the morals are kind of pushed to the side. And then I'm going to relate it to Tupac when he was saying, like, if I'm hungry, I'll come to you. I'm like, yo, man, you know, you got a piece of cheese or whatever, a slice of cheese or whatever? Nah. Okay, next time. And I see you throwing cheese because you decided to have an ill video with cheese. For whatever reason, you have a fetish, don't cheese. And I'm like, hey, so it's nice. You think I can get a slice? You're like, nah. I go back maybe a week later or whatever. I'm trying to be humble. Hey, listen, man, I'm really hungry. You think I can get one of those cheese that's stuck on the ceiling? Nah, fam, I'm over here shooting a video. After a while, it's going to get a little aggressive. Right. The person struggling no longer has morals. Right. We're not saying this is right.
No.
But he's going to come in there and say, hey, yo, where's the cheese? Right?
They're not thinking
so sometimes you just got to do things just because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all of that because we had a conversation, and a lot of people was talking about the comparing Tupac and Nipsey. We got people hating and saying, nah, Nipsey was saying he's the new Tupac, this and that. Y'all do know he's saying this. They both had the same message.
Right.
Same message, nice.
Right. Give back to your community, uplift your community, take care of your community, help people in your community, all of that shit, man. You know
and not look for acknowledgement or accolades for doing something right.
For doing it.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I was trying to like explain to some people. And obviously in today's day, a lot of people that are aware of who Nipsey is, they're younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're younger. And, you know, I saw a couple people basically saying like Tupac wasn't even compared to Nipsey. And I was like, bro, do you fucking understand that without Tupac, there probably wouldn't even have been a Nipsey?
Right.
You understand that? Mm-hmm. Like Nipsey constantly, if you listen to his music, he's talking about Pac, I'm the Tupac of my generation. Like, listen to his lyrics.
Yeah.
This man was inspired by Pac.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, rightfully so. But there's just some people out there. I was just like, you must not. And I don't know if it was because maybe they're young and they haven't really watched Tupac interviews or they're not really familiar with who Pac was outside of Thug Life, you know, and all that crazy rah-rah shit that Pac was screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're not familiar with that, but that's why I posted on my social media, I was like, yo, some of y'all might need to get more familiar with the message that Tupac was constantly, let's use this word, constantly promoting. You know what I'm saying? In every interview, bro, he was promoting giving back to his community, caring about his community, pointing out to the struggles of his community and how like, you know, you have all the government that does XYZ or the churches that do XYZ, but these churches in the same neighborhoods aren't giving back to the people in the fucking communities, but you have pastors driving Bentleys or whatever they're doing, but they're not doing for their community. And Pac would talk about rappers that listen to their lyrics. They're not even talking about their community or caring about their community. And in Pac would be, you could see it was genuine, like, and why he didn't respect certain people. Because he was like, you're not talking about what's important.
But in fairness, though, Pac was fortunate enough to have his mother provide the type of teachings that he had and the knowledge that he was trying to kick game. Nipsey had to kind of go through his own personal struggle and see it in front of himself, being him and his brother just trying to make a living, selling T-shirts, trying to get on, to just saying, okay, this is a vicious cycle. We got to do better. And I think people tend to say, okay, this person did it at this age, and trying to compare the two. They're not apples and apples. People are completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, like, Nipsey and Pac are minority within a group of people. Okay?
Right.
Like the message and the things that they were on, right? Like when I was younger and I was incarcerated, right? There was always that one dude that was kind of on that conscious speech. Every time they spoke, they was talking about conscious shit, but we were too young to really really understand what he was saying. And we were kind of like, oh, you know, dudes were clown. Oh, now you want to come to jail and you want to be, you know, like the Wayans brothers said in whatever the drinking your juice in the hood, when they made fun of Menace to Society.
Yep.
Now, I mean, we used to clown dudes. Oh, okay, brother, Farrah convict. Okay, now you Farrah convict.
Convict.
Like,
I like that.
But yo, what I'm saying is like, when I got older, right, I really started to reflect, and I'd remember, like, there's a specific person that I would remember, and I'd be like, yo, this dude was really saying this shit at like 22, 23 years old when I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's like the Nipsey Hussles. That's the Tupacs, you know what I'm saying? And the person that, like, I remember, like, unfortunately, like, he may not have pursued a rap career or whatever the reason was that he didn't blow up, whatever, but, like, it doesn't take away from what he was saying.
Right.
And it's like, you see videos of Pac and the conscious shit that he was talking about when he was younger, right? And they also have videos of Nipsey when he was younger talking about some pretty conscious shit as well. You know what I'm saying? And then Nipsey got on, and he happened to be able to live out a lot of, you know, a little bit longer than Pac and actually accomplish things that Pac couldn't accomplish. You know what I'm saying? But had Pac lived that life, I'm sure he would have been able to accomplish it.
Yeah, because he was there.
Because all he talked about was uplifting his community and giving back to his community, and I'm going to change the world. And the video that we're going to show, people will see that he says, I'm going to change the world, or the world is going to change me, one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, he's like, my perception of shit is not of the norm. He knew he was a unique individual. He knew it, yo. You know
I think he also knew, too, that he had a platform where a lot of people were actually listening, and he wanted to do some good. A lot of people that he associated with and was around were felons. And once you're in the system, there's only so much people can do to actually uplift you. There's only so much that people can actually do to kind of say, hey, listen, I'm going to empower you, right? How can you empower a felon? It's kind of the system is broken.
The system is designed to actually
suppress.
Like it's when I this didn't dawn on me till I read the book. And if anybody hasn't read it, go read it. The new Jim Crow. I don't know the author, but she's phenomenal. Anyway, she pointed out that felons are second-class citizens. It's legal discrimination. What they do in this country is legal discrimination. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't believe it, read the book. Excuse me, she breaks it down phenomenally using statistics and laws to back up everything she's saying. If you're a felon, you're a second-class citizen, and they will legally discriminate against you. And it takes a lot of people to use their voice and their platforms if that's ever going to change. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, at the end of the day, you got Nipsey's, you got Pacs out there, and that's why people who are mature enough to understand what Nipsey was doing are affected by his loss, man, because there needs to be somebody else that steps up and continues that marathon.
Agreed.
Like that, man. But I like what LeVar said too. My man Chops, he left a comment, and this is real too. He said, "Dude's just like going against the grain. The comparison doesn't even matter, only the message." But the fact that he said dude's just like going against the grain is important, because I shared a video, I think it was last night. I don't know if you saw it, with the podcast that Joe Rogan had with Kevin Hart. And Kevin Hart was literally talking about that. He's like, yo, you, me, and Gene could be having a conversation, right?
Okay.
And Kevin Hart's like, we could be talking about how great the movie Titanic was, right? Oh, that was a phenomenal movie. But there's going to be one person that's going to be like, fuck, that movie was fucking corny. Fucking corny. And you're like, what? That fucking movie was corny. And it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally just going against the grain to just go against the grain. Like, you're being
use that
negative.
word, contrarian.
Contrarian, yeah. I've been using that a lot lately, because it's like, yo, man, like, some people are literally they just like do it. And it's like, yo, man, like, it's not cool to be negative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
too
cool
much energy.
And that's why, like Chop said, like, dudes are just going against the grain now.
Word.
Like, dudes just literally go against the grain because you want to be fucking different.
Why you think, besides being different, I actually want to think there's something else. I think it has some, and I keep going back to it, man.
Attention,
ego. That
I
ego.
know you're gonna go to the ego.
It's that evil E.
It plays a part. But some people, I like, I'm always watching shit. So like Mano said some real shit too. Like, some people are just going through so much shit, man, that it's just like, yo, all the pain and all the shit you going through, man, like, you're just negative and you just want to take it. And you just ready to give it to somebody else, yo. You're ready to just exert this energy on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, people are just negative to be negative nowadays, yo. You're just being negative. And I deleted somebody off and I don't do this often, yo. I literally deleted somebody off my
I ain't deleting
Facebook
nobody
yesterday. I did. You know
Talk
why?
the shit.
Because listen, I posted something and it was like, it was something that Dame Dash posted on Instagram, and I posted it on my Facebook.
Okay.
And it was like the biggest fear that the one thing the government fears is basically like, it showed a black dude and a white dude giving each other
seen
a pound,
that.
right?
Yeah,
it was like
we
the
seen
government,
that.
that's what they fear.
Yeah.
And I had everybody liking it, putting hard emotion, and I had one asshole laughed at it. Put a laugh at it. Like, what are you laughing at, yo?
Did you ask him that?
I was about to message him and be like, yo, what are you laughing at, dog?
But why didn't you ask him? Let's talk about that.
Because the old me wanted to fucking smack him.
Okay, but now let me ask you.
The
now
old
you're
me
here.
Was ready. I'm dead ass. I was about to
But
message
now
him,
you
right?
here.
But I was so mad that he was just being a negative fuck at the moment. I was like, bro, if you was in front of me, I'd probably fucking smack you.
All right, but now I'm going to press the reset button. You here now, and you know that ain't you. So I'm asking you a question. Would you ask him now?
What I ask him now is like, and this is somebody I went to school with, yo.
I
never even seen this side of him, but I'm starting to see a different side of him. And I'm just like, bro,
Facebook does that.
I need to know, yo, why did you laugh at that?
Okay.
What was so funny about that?
But that's why I wish you didn't unfollow him, simply because, I struggle with the emojis. Someone's got to come up with an emoji diary, a breakdown, because laughing, like, what if he was laughing like, oh shit, these clowns are still worried about racism and is down for that photo.
You know why I know it wasn't that? Because I've been seeing a lot of his recent posts, and I know he was laughing.
He's not
on
there.
He was laughing like he really was like that was just funny. Like, it's not even truthful. That's just funny.
It's just too easy.
Like, that's not even like it was just like, you could just tell he was on some negative, laughing at the post type shit. Like, you're laughing at it in a negative manner.
Okay.
Basically saying like, get the fuck out of here. You like I know because I've been seeing the prior posts.
But those are the best kind of people to invite. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it provides, honestly, a platform or gives us content to say, let's talk about it. I'm always saying that. I'm always saying that.
I feel
you see what I'm saying?
I don't have patience, yo.
You gotta have patience, my brother.
Patience
I do.
Call
on in.
Bro. Nah,
call on in. Let's talk about your nonsense, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the difference. Like, I done been around negativity for so long.
Yeah.
Man. Yo, I don't got patience for that shit.
I hear you.
I don't tolerate it, and I don't have patience for it, bro. Because if you want to be negative with me, I'll be 10 times more negative than you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I could be your best friend, but I could be an even better enemy if that's where you want to go.
But here's the situation.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that out like a cancer.
Okay.
I'm going to cut you out like a cancer. So you can't even affect what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. Bro, you got to go. And then when you become...
You don't want them to
maybe
go.
you want to come back. No, because this is
You
work.
know why?
Listen, no, let me tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
This is work. Let me say something because this has worked. I've not blocked people. I'm
Okay.
not into blocking people. You know what I'm saying? Blocking people, now I'm not blocking you.
Okay.
But I've unfollowed people, right? And unfriended people.
Okay.
And then they come back and friend request me. You know what I'm saying? They'll come back around and friend request. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll accept your friend request. You know what I'm saying? And then I give them another opportunity. Don't be on my post with your facetious ass comments or your negative shit.
Okay.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? And the people that I have seen do that, and this has been more than one.
Okay.
Yo, it's almost like by me blocking them, it almost like I feel like it opened their eyes to be like, yo, you didn't have to be this negative person you were being, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always the most positive person, but I'm not blatantly negative or childishly negative when it comes to some real positive shit I see people posting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you just come on there and bro, like everybody's liking it and you're getting a whole bunch of heart likes and shit, and you get this one person that laughed at it, you're like, yo, what the fuck was so funny about that? Like, I couldn't even find what was funny about it.
I welcome that shit, nice.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying
maybe I'm crazy.
But that's why you're you and I'm me.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
to
that's
me,
the great thing about
it's like,
us.
hey, asshole, let's talk about that shit.
Right, but see,
because
I've tried to have
ignorance, bro,
it's
ignorance.
Bliss. It's bliss.
Thank you.
It's
you,
bliss.
You finished. Thank you.
People
you know what I mean?
saying it because it's blissful. You know what I'm saying? But like I've also tried to have certain conversations with the person, and the conversation was getting me so upset that I was like, yo, like if you were in front of me right now and the shit that you were saying, I probably would have put my hands on you, bro, because this is becoming like disrespectful. Even though you're not blatantly like coming forward with it, I see what the shit you're saying. And if you were in front of me, I would have just said, yo, let's just end this conversation.
And there you go. If he was in front of you, if he's in front of you, to me, this is bullshit. I don't give a,
I mean,
we trying to keep it PC. I don't give a damn what you think online. I don't give a damn if what I'm saying, you're just like, ha, ha, ha. Because I know at the end of the day, you're going to be part of the minority. Right. And you will eventually come back, which I think I'm going to use it as a segue. I don't want to say, and I hate this term, man, it's getting on my nerves, but cancel, right? Let's use what's happened recently, right, with Kodak Black, okay? He did some ignorant shit.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
Ignorant.
He trying to holler at, you know, the person is not even on, he was buried today. Today. And he talking like he gonna holler at it, you know, blah, blah, blah. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying canceling him. I'm saying we gonna, like you said, we talked offline. You check out what he put on the timeline. We gonna shelf him. We gonna put him on pause. Yeah, we gonna put him on timeout.
He's on the shelf right
but
now.
we don't want to cancel him because at the end of the day,
I don't want to cancel his bag because
we don't want to.
Yeah,
and we don't want to. I never want to see another man lose his bag unless you did some nasty ass shit like R. Kelly.
Right.
I had to look in the camera. You nasty. Some of my. All right. We trying to play this at the barbershops. Okay. So let's talk about that.
Right.
Kodak Black.
Let's talk about it. I mean, what he said, I feel like was dead wrong. There's no justifying it. And for a couple people out there that were justifying what he said, though, you know, I respect the fact he's being real, brother. I respect the fact how like, listen, being real and it, you know what I'm saying? You don't like. Yeah. Being real, you're respecting. You're basically saying you respect disrespect. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You respect disrespect, or you respect inappropriate behavior, or you respect inappropriate comments, and all of that. Like, I don't get how dudes are even defending him. Yeah. But you know, I'm not defending him. I'm not canceling him, like you said. Okay. I'm just shelving him. I'm shelving him for a little bit, right? Because what he said was absolutely inappropriate. It was inconsiderate. 100%. It was inconsiderate. It was ignorant. And I'm not gonna. And as I said in the video, I'm not letting his age be an excuse for his ignorance. I knew at whatever, how old he's 22, whatever he is, right? Something like that. I knew at 22, 23 years old not to say no ignorant shit like that.
You built different.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
but
at the end of the day,
you built different.
had he come out,
I hate that.
No,
I
no,
hate
right,
even
right,
to
right,
say
right.
that.
We say that. I know, I get it. Like, but like, okay, here we go too for the people that
Yeah.
we've all made mistakes. Or yes, no, we've all made mistakes.
Yeah.
Yo. We've all made mistakes, and I'm with that. I get that. You know what I'm saying? The problem is he had an opportunity to rectify what he said, right? Mm-hmm. And I felt like his apology was even worse. Like, it was even more disrespectful. Like, all right, this is what he how he said, yeah, I'm saying, like, dude, and all that, not R.I.P. the dude.
Blame it on the drugs.
R.I.P. the dude, like, R.I.P. the dude, that's what you're going to give this guy? That's what you're going to do? R.I.P. the dude?
All right, I'm gonna agree with you with that. Only because, fuck Kodak, but we're going to place him on, we're going to shelf him. Like you said, we're going to put him on pause for now.
And
but I don't want the culture to cancel him simply because, you know what I'm saying? Because people going to go to the left with it, man.
Right. No.
You know
don't cancel him because like you and I were talking.
Because what was the numbers you was talking about?
They said his streams dropped like 700%.
700%, fam?
Yeah, say he's losing.
That's crazy.
You
see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the same dudes, no bull, that was riding last night, they heard that, they're like, oh, shut down, done.
Right, done.
And that's my problem with the whole situation because people mess up. People say dumb things. People just say things to say things. Right. You know what I mean? So,
and like we were saying before too, right? Let's keep this in mind too. This is why we were saying like let's not cancel him, right?
Yeah.
We're saying we're not going to cancel him because 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to be the same 22, 23-year-old he was, most likely.
Right. We hope not.
10 years from now, 10 years ago, I wasn't the same person I was. I'm 33 now. 23, I wasn't the same person I was back then that I am today.
Right.
You weren't the same person you were 10 years ago.
Right.
And et cetera, right? So over time comes growth, maturity, wisdom, things like that, right? I look back on things I did 10 years ago or I said even 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, yo, that was kind of childish.
Shit, last week, goddamn it, we all got to grow.
Right.
Like he without sin cast the first stone.
Right.
I ain't casting nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not here to be judging people all extra and things like that. But what I'm saying is like, yo, man, sometimes it's okay to take somebody and go, yo, you know what? This is Kodak right here, right? I'm going to put you up here for a little bit, bro. You can sit up here for a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to sit up here. Until you
maybe get a little before the dust settles. You gonna learn.
Before the dust settles, right? Hopefully you'll learn before the dust settles.
We hope.
One thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna compromise until you just take full responsibility.
And there it is.
Like, yo, I'm sorry, man.
There's the key word. Don't compromise yourself. Now let me holler at you with something real quick because I gotta ask these crazy things, man. All right, rest in peace. Let's use somebody else so where people don't feel like, damn, Cliff, you over here disrespecting.
Right.
Let's say somebody's going through a similar situation. Let's use her. Is there, and I'm going to throw Gene at this. You ain't got a mic today. Not yet. It's in the mail. It's coming up. Nah, we're going to leave that. Nah. We're leaving that mic alone. We're going to leave that mic alone. But what do you think is a fair period or length of time that one can actually wait to start dating again? Because this is what's messed up about this whole situation. Yes. To me, it's going to be one. I feel bad for Laura London. It's going to be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It could be 10 years. Wow. When she finally does, people are going to talk shit. Unfortunately and fortunately, because one is Nipsey Hussle and kind of like the thing. He's kind of big right now as far as like people are finally opening their eyes. I being one. Right. But let's take Nipsey out. No, how long you think it like for someone to kind of both go through the grieving process and at the same time,
I don't know the certain amount of time, right? But you're right, it's different. But I don't look. I don't know the certain amount of time how long it should take. But I'll tell you this.
Okay, talk about it.
There's a certain amount of time that will make me be like, you ain't shit.
Here we go.
If you start dating
immediately,
bro.
And that's the grown man. That's the grown man stuff I want to talk about.
Like I don't have to all right, we can go, but yo, I think we'll all agree,
let's go.
Some shit too soon. You're like, bitch, you ain't shit. Right, already? God damn it.
But what's already? Let's talk about that.
I mean,
see?
It could be 30, 60, 90 days. I don't.
Oh, you talking about days?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know. Like, I've never really thought about this.
But I gotta talk about that.
Right. All I know is that.
Because that's a real thing.
No, it's a good question to ask.
You know
That's a
what
good
I'm
question to
saying?
ask. Like, now that we're talking about, I might be able to ponder on it a little more, but.
This nigga say, I'm gonna come back like Ghost. I'm coming back like Patrick Swayze.
Right, like
hey,
I'm just saying. Like,
no, you shaking things around the house. Nah, bitch. Nah.
You moving too fast.
Why is the Christmas tree going?
6 months at least.
At least, word. At least half a year.
Yes.
At least half a year.
Okay.
No, I mean, because, yo, like, I couldn't.
But I don't even want to put a time on it because to me, one, I've never been in that type of predicament situation.
Right, I can't even say.
But I can only imagine because they say, I was talking with somebody and they were telling me how someone in their family passed away and they got close to someone and then they ended up in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm not going to get specific.
Shoulder to lean on becomes a dick to
but
ride
that,
on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, cut it out.
I'm saying this dude's rapping right now. Yo, but listen, but it's real. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when you're comforted, right?
I saw Casino. But go ahead, I'm just.
But when you're comforted, what can you do? You see what I mean? If that person is is providing some sort of comfort, human nature, you fall in love, bro. You just start saying
like Billy Bob Thornton in Monsters Ball.
Oof. Listen. She was just trying to feel good.
Make me feel good. He was like, "Yes, damn sure, bitch. I got you.
I got the goods.
I got the goods."
Yo, but that's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, man, like to me, that's a tough part.
No, it's
and
a real. No, I'm not even trying. Like,
but she got some shit to go through right now.
Nah, even though we're clowning, but that's a fucking legit question.
I appreciate that. I'm trying, question. But that's
I don't really have a legit
What you
answer.
think about it?
I just want to say, I know you can't hear me, but my thing is,
they can hear you. I think.
If I'm married to somebody,
all right,
after I pass away, I would want her to wait at least 6 months, but she can find somebody else and fall in love again.
Right.
I don't want her to forget about it.
Hell yeah, right.
I don't think that person could forget about you because, especially when you had a relationship like that, they have a child together, and I'm going back to Laura London, right? They have a child together, her and Nipsey, right?
I don't know, do they?
I thought they do, right? So they ain't forgetting. But at the same time, I think that's just a tough situation. Do we got a call here, man? Who's calling in?
We got a call. It's got to be.
Who we got calling, man?
Hello.
Oh, I got him on here too.
You got him on there?
Nah, go on your end. Go on your end.
Yo. What up?
Caller, state your name, man.
State your name. Where you from, brother?
I'm from the planet Earth.
He said the planet Earth.
Good Lord. I appreciate you being in Earth.
What do you think, bro?
Yo, first of all, I want to shout out Nice for using the word facetious. Because a lot of people don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
We trying to be grown here, man.
I'm glad you brought that to the light for a lot of Facebook illiterate motherfuckers.
No doubt. It's got to be.
Straight up. Second of all, yo, that consoling when somebody close to you dies and somebody comes in and steps in, that shit be real, bro.
Nah, word,
thank you,
bro. Yeah, that's why. I mean, that was a good question to ask, man. So, I mean, if you got the answer, I mean, you feel it's a reasonable amount of time. I mean, go ahead, let it be known. I don't know, bro. I was just that shit. That question caught me off guard. Bro.
Got he.
You know.
Well, you know what it is. Somebody dies, a person is vulnerable. They're open, emotional. If that person who's vulnerable don't have control of their emotions, and especially if it's a female, she's liable to fall into anybody's lap. I done seen it.
Nah, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100% because when you're emotional like that and you just want somebody to console you, you know, like sometimes shit happens, man, and you know they're not really in the right state of mind, and some people got ulterior motives, or even if they don't have ulterior motives, shit just happens, man.
Exactly, bro.
Like I can get with that. I could get with that. That's why I was like, you know, like I don't know, man. It's one of them thin lines. Like you gotta be real careful because too soon to have you know scrutinized till the end. You'll never get out of it. Like
yo, so Carla, how long you think Laura gotta wait, man?
The way she acted, way she supposed to act is like she ain't never gonna give nobody else the time of day. She just tattooed his face on her forearm and all that. Talking about, I don't know. She might be one of them solid chicks. Just be like, if you ain't better than Nip, I ain't fucking with you.
That's young. Like, did Martin Luther King's wife get married? Didn't Coretta get married again?
I'm saying, like, look, I'll be real. Like, if I was to come across Laura London, right, I wouldn't feel no type of way that she had Nip tattooed on her. Like, I would respect it because I respect who he is as a man. And I'd be like, yo, you know what? I can't even be mad that you love this man because that's the type of man that every woman should be in love with. Like,
and if you mad,
no side bitches are popping up, no nothing that we know of, none of that, right? So you as a real man should
That's
respect
a good
that,
point,
bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad like, yo, shorty, I get why you still love him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you anything like that, man, I mean, genuine. If you're a genuine person, and the way he was genuine, you gotta understand she gonna love you too.
You know what? That's a good thing that you brought up, man. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't had no females just pop out the woodwork or say nothing.
Yeah, so far nothing. That's
wow.
That's
that's a solid brother.
No baby mama drama because you got to remember his daughter's not with Lauren, so he must have been A1 across the board with everybody, man, as he should though.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
No side chicks, nothing, man. And that's what you would kind of, you know what I mean? It's like it's kind of expected if he's, you know, he's just a good dude or whatever and he loved his shorty. I'm not saying dudes don't make mistakes or whatever, but it's kind of, like, damn, we ain't heard nothing. Because, in the hood, dudes be dying and all of a sudden side bitches pop up and that was my boo. All of a sudden they coming out the woodwork just letting it be known that they fucked with him too.
Yep.
And it's like, you would think maybe with a celebrity, it might be even more of a chance.
Shout out to Nipsey, man.
Nah, yeah.
On many folds, man. Many folds.
Probably done with the games by the time he got with her. Like some.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sometimes, it happens, man. You find that one and you good with the games. You don't want to jeopardize losing that, man. So I respect it, though. I respect it, man. I appreciate you calling up, Peasy boy.
Yo, my fault. I would have shared it, but they blocked me on Facebook today, so I couldn't do no posts, no comments, no nothing. That's why I called in.
They blocked you, huh?
What are you doing over there, man?
I'm in FB jail for 24 hours.
Yo, we got out quick. You got to holler at our lawyer. I don't even know our lawyer's name. They knocked us out
quick, bro.
What was it, less than an hour, and they put out the thing back.
They was mad at us, bro. We appealed that shit real quick. Motherfuckers like, you're good.
Yo. Hey, yo, share the link. We're going to send the link to anybody who don't have Facebook. You can check us out on YouTube.
Yeah, Peasy, we on YouTube too, man. But, yo, we got to get you on here, bro. I already hit
Coming
you up
soon.
about that. And, yeah, we definitely gonna get you on here soon, bro. We'll be in touch, man.
Definitely.
All right, brother.
All right, my guy.
Yo, so I'm pretty sure with what happened today, there was probably like a lot of like praying and everything like that. And I just want to switch gears. Yeah, I hope that the priest, pastor, or whoever just wasn't some guy. I don't know if y'all heard about this. The pastor that had the ill sneakers. I'm talking about this dude was laced. This dude had $4,000 sneakers.
You send me that link, man.
Listen, man, I hit up my man. I kind of put it on the gram. I'm going to apologize to my guy because I feel like I kind of took a little shot at him or whatever. But he replied back, and I appreciate him for doing that. But this dude had $4,000 sneakers, and I'm like, wow. I don't think that 10% tithe is going anywhere but them sneakers. Yeah. You laugh, and I kind of laugh too, and I put you on that. And he kind of just hit me back, and he said, hold on, I don't want to mess it up, but I'm going to let you, I know how you feel about it. So I ain't going to let you talk about how you feel about it, Gene, because
I'm not donating a fucking dime.
See?
Fuck you in your church.
Oh, man. I ain't going to go there, but what you think about that, man? $4,000 sneakers? Yeah.
That's why. Fuck you in your church. He ain't the first, but go ahead, Gene.
Nah, honestly, I ain't got shit to say about it.
He ain't the first.
If you want to rock $4,000 sneakers, go ahead. I guarantee the collection plate can be a little short.
Right.
Do you
want to rock $4,000 sneakers? That is your prerogative, right? I got no problem with that. What I have a problem with is you telling people that they need to give 10% of their fucking hard-earned income, and then you taking it and doing nothing positive with it, not giving back to the community they come from, not giving back to them in any way, and putting $4,000 pair of shoes on your feet.
Where I put it at?
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, that's just that's crazy, man. What you talking about?
Do you got that? I don't have that. Let me see that.
The link that you
That
sent
post. Yeah, I want everybody to see this.
I don't know where you sent it to me.
But anyway, dude was let's forget. It's all right. So dude was just kind of telling me, listen, at the end of the day, you know, his religion is that he provides this type of thing, you know, this tithe. And if anybody knows that I'm mispronouncing it, let me know. But that's his obedience and his thing that he does. Like our parents, they shell out a lot of things. Like my mom and my pops, like they bought a fridge for the church because the thing was falling apart. They bought, you know, the tablecloth. It was like $400, $500 for the, I'm calling it a tablecloth, but the cloth that goes on top of the thing. I'm like, man, that's a lot of goddamn money. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Cliff needs a fridge. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
what you think?
$4,000 pair of sneakers. Fucking church in the summertime is hot as fuck. With no AC, I got a problem.
But he got the $1,000 Gucci slides.
Man, you're bugging. Hold on.
He got the $1,000.
Just having $4,000 pair of sneakers off my 10% of my income is a problem, period. I don't care if there's an AC in there. I don't care if it's the nicest church on the block. I got a problem with you having $4,000 sneakers based off of my 10% of my tithes coming from my motherfucking income and everybody else is in this building. Why do you have $10,000, $4,000?
Dear Lord, send me with the blessing. I'm gonna change him, Lord.
No. But you know, there was a comment that
what comment?
Somebody was a little yours and mine.
Let me see.
Somebody said the fact y'all are giving credit to a man for not having a side chick, etc. It's crazy. It's expected.
But then I'm gonna follow it with what my man Jay Scott said. In today's society, the reality is in today's society, and I hate to say that, dear rappers, your stigma is.
I was kind of like a E.
I'm gonna say E, but we on some grown man shit. Mine was right
behind it, though. You know, mine was right.
I know, but we on a grown man. We gotta keep it real, right? Mm-hmm. In today's society, the reality is that's pretty like wow.
It's surprising.
Not even one.
Not even one. As a rapper and like a famous individual.
That's all we're saying. Like
that was kind of like surprising.
Yeah,
it really was.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's all we were saying.
I hate having to say that, but.
That's all we were saying. You know what I mean? So relax, gunpowder.
Yeah, I'm staying in your crib. Oh, you were talking about your girl.
Mine agree too.
Gunpowder.
Mine agree too. You know what I'm saying? I might walk in the house and
listen, man. Listen. At the end of the day, I'm just happy that and I'm
following up with the shut the F up.
Hey, man. We love you, man. We love you.
Right.
All right, so what else is on the docket, man? What else we got?
We had that. We also had the video.
Which video?
I wanted to kind of get a little bit more into the Tupac thing. But you know what? No, because you know what? I put a question of the day out there.
Okay.
And
what was that? Repeat it. Let's repeat it. Let's go back.
It was the whole hold on. Let me just pull it up real quick because I really want. This is like an important question for people because some people don't realize that there is a difference, honestly, between a goal and a dream. You know what I'm saying? So the question was, what's the difference between a dream and a goal? That's for y'all and anybody else that wants to give their opinion on that. Mm-hmm. And I said, are your goals realistic or unlikely dreams? What motivates you to keep going? You know what I'm saying? So the first thing is, what's the difference between a dream and a goal? I'll give my thing. Like a dream is something that, as I've researched, is like a dream takes no action. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't require you to have any action to dream, right? You can sit there and put your head down, not do nothing, and you can start fantasizing. You can sleep, and you can dream about things or whatever, right? I also think a dream is something that's kind of unrealistic to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's not. It's just not really possible. It's not really probable. Things can be possible, but I go based off probable.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So, with the whole, are your goals realistic or unlikely dreams? What I mean by that is this. Okay, this is what I mean. I like what Stephen A. Smith said one time. I don't know if y'all ever saw it, but he
of course, talk about
it. Right? He said, he was like, y'all he said something to the extent of, trying to become the next Jay-Z or trying to become the next P. Diddy is like, you know what I'm saying? That's like 1 in a million type things, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's highly unlikely. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely, right?
So you're saying fuck their dreams?
No. What he was saying was like, what he was saying was like, y'all are like shooting for things that are like highly unlikely, and at the end of the day will probably leave you, probably leave you disappointed, right?
Okay.
He's like, but any of y'all can become a Stephen A. Smith, is what he was saying. Any of y'all could become me. And he's successful, yo. You know what I'm saying? He's on ESPN. He had a great career in life. Like, he's pretty successful, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean about, like, when I ask, like, are your goals realistic or are they unlikely dreams? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you can't become the next Diddy. It's not that you can't become the next Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to discourage people. I'm trying to say that
be realistic.
Be realistic, yo. You know what I'm saying? And people, too many times I hear people say this. They go off of the whole, well, it's possible. Yeah, I get it. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about anything is possible. Like, not anything, but damn near anything you could say is possible, right? I mean, it's possible that aliens are, you know what I'm saying, watching us right now and making me really say the things that I'm saying or whatever you want to say. It's possible, you know what I'm saying? But what's the probability of certain things? You understand what I'm saying?
100.
So it's like, why not have a realistic goal that can change your life, yo? You know what I'm saying? Because dreams, as someone put up there on the comment, right? I like what dude put up. And when I researched this, I saw somebody say this in like a speech, right? Dude said, dreams don't come true. Goals do. You know what I'm saying? Goals come true. And that means that you got to work for it. You got to sacrifice for it, and it can change your life. A goal can change your life.
Yep.
A dream ain't changing your life. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a lot of people. I don't know if you heard this saying. People will be like, "Oh, if you have a plan B, you've already planned your plan A to fail."
Yeah, you've already prepared to fail.
Nah, homie.
I don't agree
My
with that.
dream could be plan A. That's how I look at it.
I don't agree with that
But
at
I
all.
have a plan B and C that I'm going to attain these goals
Absolutely.
to hopefully achieve plan A.
Nah,
you know what I
absolutely.
mean? Gene is out of here. He's yawning. Did you go to the gym?
Absolutely.
Nah, actually, yeah. But
Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, no. You didn't go.
Yeah, but no.
no, because the boys have basketball practice.
Oh, yeah. How'd he do?
Good, but the coach had me fucking running with these niggas.
What you mean?
Fucking sweating and shit.
Oh, word?
So you got a little bit of a workout.
Yeah, I did.
That's good. Good little bit of cardio.
So you're going to count that on your steps?
Niggas, my steps, I'm at 13,000 right
13,000 steps. Shout outs to Jeff, man. 23,000 steps a day, minimum.
Yeah, but he's a mailman, so it doesn't count.
Damn, y'all are hating.
Why? Why? Ain't no hate. It don't count. Motherfucker, you walk for a living.
Wow.
What you talking about? You gotta walk for a
Yo,
living.
Jeff, I'm giving
Right.
you love. 23,000 steps, baby.
Right.
Get him. I ain't doing
Shout
them,
out
but
to
you
Jeff,
get them.
though. Shout out to
All
Jeff.
right, man. Lock the doors, bro.
Man. But nah, like, that's a serious conversation, bro, that I've had with people. Like, that ass, like, cause there's people that I know that I've had this conversation with, and I was like, yo, like, you don't think that that's a little bit on the unrealistic side of things? You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you're talking about, like I hear people, oh, I'm trying to be like Mayweather. I'm about to be like Mayweather and all this. Like, bro, what the fuck you talking about? You about to be like Mayweather? Like, what are you doing that's gonna put you in Mayweather's level right now? What are you doing, yo?
Maybe what are you doing to
but then I
get to that?
It's like
to get
the
that
whole-
level.
No, but the worst thing is like people that like they act like you're being negative. Like, what do you mean? And you're like, it's not possible. Like, dog, anything's possible, bro. You might get in the ring and be a natural at knocking dudes out, and
Right.
next thing you know, you're the next Mayweather. Anything's possible.
But I think that's
how
why.
likely is
But I think that's why people are not necessarily agreeing with what Stephen A. Smith is saying. Is like your dream is to become Michael Jordan. If you don't aspire to be Michael Jordan, how are you going to at least obtain a goal? Like, okay, I'll say like LeBron. LeBron is trying to become, maybe not like Michael Jordan,
Right.
but shit, if he don't. He's LeBron. Like, you know what I mean?
LeBron,
That ain't.
right.
I want to be.
But
I don't want to be LeBron, but
no,
you know what I'm
because that kind
saying?
of goes to like what I'm saying. Like, LeBron is like, I think a different situation. Like, there's not many LeBrons out there, yo. Like, they predicted this kid when he was in high school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He damn near like fulfilled what these people were saying, dog. You know
But
what I
as
mean?
a kid, he had to have some type of dream.
Well, he did, but when,
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's like what Stephen A. Smith was saying. I think is like don't like it's cool to
don't
aspire,
set yourself up for
it's
failure.
Cool to aspire to be that, right? But understand that like it's not really likely that you'll be that stature. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes are on a level that's like they're the 1%, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They're the
like,
ones.
They're
I see
the
what you're saying,
1%, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you really want to put your money on. But you can still be very successful and comfortable if you understand that, like Stephen A. Smith's like, yo, you could do what I do, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you can't do what Diddy and them are doing. I'm just saying that if you only expect to become Diddy or the next Jay-Z and you don't become that, you're going to find yourself highly disappointed.
But it's...
You see what I'm saying?
I do, but I don't. Because I feel if I dream big, but sometimes
But
to my
dreaming
fault,
big, though,
my
doesn't-
big
you know what I'm
sometimes is my weakness. Like, shout out to my wife, because she'll be like, yo, sometimes like, okay, I'll use this podcast, right? Cliff Notes is the initial podcast that was supposed to be like the thing. I shot some interviews, haven't released them yet because I have this vision. I'm gonna call that vision the Michael Jordan of visions. You know what I mean? But people be like I speak to certain people in my inner circle, my wife, you know what I'm saying, a few other people, and I'll be like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. And they're looking at me like, all right, bro, you're kind of crazy. You're talking about some old ESPN movie. Like even what we've talking about as far as our documentary that we're gonna do to this and that, if we tell certain people, they're going to be kind of like a Stephen A. Smith and be like, all right, maybe you should think about just doing a podcast and, you know, doing a little thing. We're like, nah, fam, like, we going to do this. We going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, hold on. I just feel like we can't be, I don't like to settle. Like, let's just say it like that.
No. Definitely don't settle. I'm saying to aspire for more. You know what I'm saying? There's no settling in this situation. I'm just saying that be realistic so you don't leave yourself disappointed. You understand what I'm saying? Like you if you aspire to do too much that's not really realistic, you find yourself disappointed and people become disappointed and then they become bitter and then they're mad at the world and it's like, yo, man, relax. You know what I'm saying?
Can we pause real quick and hate on this nigga Gene?
Oh, what he did? He fucked up he fucked up again.
But we still good. We got the ride, but
Right.
damn you, Gene.
Right.
That's all right. We love you anyway, boy.
But that's why I was saying, like, I felt like that was a good question, though. Like, because some people, I think, don't really put forth certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're, like, got these ideas in their head, and it's kind of like, yo, I don't know if that's really the reality.
The reality of
what's really going on right now.
I just rather... What's the saying? I'd rather just kind of just be like, yo, this is what we going for.
Yeah, it's what we going for.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But if
like
we don't
said,
get there,
we
already
gotta have a plan B. We gotta have a plan B.
Exactly.
Plan B.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I don't. That's saying, oh, if you have a plan B, that means you plan. You know, you don't think your plan A is going to succeed. Well, I think that's dumb. I don't even agree with that.
And we got Gene watching now as he drives home. You messed up the camera, but we be back on, man.
Right,
we back on, man.
We fixed it. Right. Thanks, man.
So what else we got on the docket, yo? Because we've been on it for a few. You know, we went left and right, but I think this podcast was pretty cool. We hitting a 1 hour because we said to ourselves we're gonna be a little more cognizant of time. Right. But we're doing really good. Shout outs to all the followers. Oh, shout outs to the people. I didn't tell you this, man. So during the week, I actually get people to inbox me, hit me up on some question and stuff. But I want people to understand, and I just want to reiterate. I really don't hate. I really don't. If what your idea is to do something with me, with him, or a business that we got or I got, and I'm saying thank you, but no thank you, just kind of take it and run with it and be like, all right. It's not that I'm hating on you. It is nothing. It's just that it's not in my plan. I'll be busy. I think you said this maybe like four episodes ago, like, oh, if you hit someone up and they don't hit you, you're not in your feelings because you know, like, all right, that person might be busy. Right. If you're someone and you're super quick in getting back to me, that just means you're not busy. And for whatever reason, I try to convey that, and I'm struggling. So I'm hoping they're watching by saying, 1000%. It just is not in line with what we're trying to do. So therefore, I'm just going to say thank you, but not at this time. Like, I really believe, again, and I call this, I'm going to say a little platform so people don't feel like we're gassed up or anything like that. But at the end of the day, we're trying to do something. And I don't want to go on a tangent, but I feel I just have to say this. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it's people just have to do what's good for them. It's like the goal you were saying, right? We trying to create a movie. There's a whole bunch of people that are currently in play. I can't just allow a random to come in the circle with their ideas. And I'm not saying to ride the coattails, but to kind of ride the coattails, not of just mine, of his and other people that I'm in works with, right? Because they're going to be like, what is that person bringing to the table? You know what I mean? So I like to be very transparent and clear when I'm saying that. Right. You know what I mean?
Like, there's people, like, just put it out there right now. Like, listen, man, like, we don't, no, bringing people on a podcast is one thing, you know what I'm saying? But you got to have something to bring to the table. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to promote? What are you trying to, you see what I'm saying? Like, you got to bring something to the table. You know, just to be like, yo, I want to come on. I want to come on just to kick shit with y'all. Like, I get it. We may have one or two people come on just to kick some shit with us. You know, just out of, hey, yo, you know what? Come on the podcast. We just might want you to kick some shit with us.
But there's a relationship already. There's a relationship
already, right, already there. You know what I'm saying? But there's other people that say, yo, you know, if I want to come on or whatever, like, look, man, you know, at the end of the day, everything is going to boil down to what you have to bring to the table, man. Do you have something significant? Do you have something that is useful, that you want to promote, that's going to benefit you, benefit us, benefit other people, all of that? Fine, man. You know what I'm saying? But what we're trying to do right now is something that, you know, if we're just not getting, you know, if we're not, like you just said, right? We appreciate you asking and all that, but that's not the vision at the moment. You
not at the time.
It's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's not the vision at the moment. We're focused. We got a certain vision, and we got certain goals that we're trying to really accomplish right now, man. So
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is, man.
Really what it boils down to, man.
That's all it is.
And you know, just to put that out there, man. You know, like we said, we people come on and all of that, but that's, you know.
Let me give a shout outs to my boy. We got Dre here. We got Mar online. We got a few people watching on YouTube. We got people watching on Facebook. So we're kind of split up, which is cool, and I'm okay with that. Quick question for you, man. So I'm kind of trying to plan because the wife's not on here, so she's not watching, so I can talk to you about it, man. Listen.
Watching.
Nah, she ain't watching. She went off. She taking care of the kids. It's 9 o'clock. They should be in bed. Yeah. So listen. So I was thinking of bringing her out on a nice little date. She likes J-Lo. I like J-Lo. Just for 2 songs. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
50, you mess things up for me, man. I like Ja Rule. We know you ain't care about Ja Rule. What would it be without you? Hey, listen, he was cool for the 2 records. That I'm Real record, I kind of like that.
I'm right here, you nut.
Okay. Well, so never mind. Well, anyway, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. It's the Grown Man Podcast. So I'm looking at tickets. Who has been to the Tweeter Center? It's an outdoor location where people go for Summer Jam. And they go to these kind of wretched concerts. It's not indoors. So if the shit rains, the artist is covered, but you watching it,
that's whack. That's
trash.
That's trash.
Why is J-Lo trying to get $200 for some Tweeter Center tickets? Babe, I love you, but you ain't going to the Tweeter Center.
I ain't paying that.
You know? That's
I wouldn't
crazy.
pay that. Word, I wouldn't pay that because I'm not standing in the rain.
But you know what's crazy? People are paying for it.
Yeah, of course they will. Of course they will. I'm not doing that shit.
But God damn it. You're messing up my night, man. You know what I mean?
That's like those people that want to go to like Patriots games and it's like 4 degrees out. I'm straight. I'd rather be in my house watching it on TV.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get the experience out the book and let's go inside.
Hey, what you doing, fam? You want to go where, fam? Nah,
freezing. Yo, on Dogs, I went to a game, man. I was changing the light bulbs. That's how high I was. I was changing the light bulb. Yeah. Tom Brady's like, I can't see, Cliff.
Right.
Change the light bulb for him, man. I'm like, this is some nonsense. You know what I mean? But come on. This is craziness.
Wouldn't be me, man.
It wouldn't be me neither. But you know what? I did it for a second. I brought my baby girl. We went, saw her first game. You know what I mean? I was trying to surprise her. And I was like, hey, you got to experience it? All right, let's go inside. Because we know people, so we went inside. We were in the clubhouse. She was like, nah, we could. She say this. She's like, nah, we can stay out here. I'm like, you got snots in your nose, girl. You know what I mean? Your curls are staying tight right now because it's cold out here.
Right, we staying out here. No.
You know what I mean? This was in October, fam. Mm-hmm. And then we go inside, and she's like, you know what? As she was eating the chicken, yeah, it's better in here. Yeah, it is better in here. But she got the experience. She got the experience, man. I love my girl, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I needed her to, every time I've gone to a few games, and she was like, damn, you ain't never brought me. And I was like, oh, shit. That's a checklist, bro.
I've never been to a game.
Nah?
My shorty don't even care about that.
We gonna take it. Nah.
She don't care about
you know what? We going to a game.
I'm trying to get my girl to watch a movie with me. She don't even like, I'll put a movie, she's like, I don't like this movie.
Nah?
I'm like, damn.
Come on, girl. Come on, Natalie. Come on.
She don't watch nothing if it ain't about like a...
Oh, damn. She
talking shit, right?
Yeah.
Hey, because you want to watch crazy movies.
Yeah.
I don't be want to watch crazy movies. I be want to watch good movies, Braveheart, Gladiator, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
That shit?
You don't think she'll go to a game?
I don't know.
You got to stay up in the game. Who's going to carry your ass? You going to fall asleep on the floor?
Nah, I'm telling you, man.
Nah?
Know, man. She would if I told her we going.
Listen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to keep it real with you. You bring her a game, she going to be awake. So it's just kind of crazy. You know, we gonna set that up, man. We got summertime coming. We got springtime coming. You got any plans? Any things you want to do?
I'll go out real quick for a little bit. Take a quick vacation down to Tennessee. Go see my mother.
Nice.
You know
I heard there's some things out in Tennessee.
But I need a vacation without the kids, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious. I need a vacation without the kids.
Listen, these goddamn kids cost money when you got to take an airplane with them. You know?
You know what I mean? I need a vacation without the kids, man.
Where you trying to go, though? Let's set something up. I already told you, man.
I want to go on a cruise, on it. I want to go on a cruise.
I can't fuck with it.
You can't go on a cruise because you don't want to swim.
A lot of boats have been going down.
I don't give a fuck. Grab me and paddle. Listen, bro, if that boat's going down, right?
I don't want to be on it.
No, but dog, they got those
I am
life
not
rafts. Listen,
life rafts.
On the life raft, bro.
I know I am.
We definitely get it. Ain't no
they'll be like blackmail, knocking everyone out the way.
Listen, ain't no women and children. Look.
Oh, man.
Me and mine getting on that shit. I done paid how much money to be on this boat?
Don't tell me I can't get on that capsizing.
Yeah, first come, first serve. Bitch, the fuck out the way.
That's craziness.
And if we got to fight, we fighting.
But I did tell her, man, some of them boats, I was watching a commercial. And there was like a circus happening behind the boat. People doing cartwheels. I'm like, this is some crazy stuff, man.
Yo, but look, I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to watch,
what's that?
I wanted to put that video on about some serious shit.
All right.
We talking about some shit, but you know what? I shared a video to the Gmail.
Okay.
It's
right now.
Mano said some ill shit on the Breakfast Club, man. And you know, I wanted.
This is recently,
Yep. It was like yesterday. He was on the Breakfast Club, and he said some real shit, man.
Okay.
And I really wanted to talk about it because I had posted. It's funny, dog, because I swear, and I can prove it. Like, I be saying stuff just like this. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll see someone like Mano or somebody else say something similar to it, and I'll be like, oh, you know, my friends that are on social media, they'll respect it and they'll love it and they'll share it. But it's sad because I'm not famous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just nobody wants.
But you already know,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Nobody, I know how that's how it goes. But I like to show people. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch this video right here, right? And listen to what Mano was saying, right? Because he basically says that people are willing to put energy into hating on the next man and taking the next man's life instead of putting energy into bettering their own life. And I basically said the other day that hating takes a lot of energy.
100%.
And if you live everyday life, that itself takes a lot of energy. And I don't know how haters have the energy if they're living everyday life, taking care of priorities and responsibilities, even have energy left over to hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what Mano's saying is, like, when you're not putting your energy into everyday life and bettering your situation, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have energy and how I see this is like that's why you have energy to exert on the next man and be willing to take the next man's life or hate on the next man. You know what I'm saying? What he was saying is like, it's sad that people are willing to exert energy into hating on the next man and for his success and willing to take his life or her life, when that energy that you're exerting over here, you could take that same amount of energy and exert it to bettering your life, and you're not doing it. What I'm saying is, this is what happens when you don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Exert energy into your own life.
Well, let's check it out, brother.
Responsibilities. You have energy that can be, you know what I'm saying, like misplaced towards people that you have no business hating on or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You're killing this person or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? But I basically said something similar to that, man.
But you're not Mano. Let's see what Mano. Let's see what Mano got to say. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Mano got to say.
As much as the hood love us, it's always an element that some people feel like you shouldn't have what you have, or it should be they shot, or it should be, you know, it should be them, right? And we can't trick ourselves to believe that it's that much love, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because niggas will kill you, boy. Absolutely. Niggas will kill you. And let me tell you something about niggas. There's a little bit of nigga put more emphasis and more energy into killing you than he would fixing his own situation. That's real. You understand what I'm saying? So it's pain in the hood, right? So everybody in the ghetto, it's pain in there. So dudes is dealing with their own turmoil. They ain't got their credit right. They old baby mamas and all that. They ain't got nothing going on. But instead of fixing that, killing you will be on the top list. That'll be the thing to do, the number one thing on that list. And it's just sad.
Woo.
That's what I was saying, man. Like, dudes will put energy into hating on you and killing you and taking your life, but won't exert energy into bettering their own life. Now, my thing was this. If you were just taking care of your priorities and responsibilities, right, you won't even have the energy to hate on the next person because you're going to be too tired to even do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I put on the post, like, I don't know how y'all even have the energy to hate on the next person if you're quote unquote a grown man or grown woman and you taking care of whatever you're supposed to be doing. How the fuck you even got the energy to hate on the next person? What that tells me is this. Exactly what Mano said. You know what I'm saying? You clearly aren't taking care of your priorities, your responsibilities, and you're not exerting the energy you should be putting into bettering your own life. That's the only way I feel like you should have any type of energy left over to take it and transfer this into hating on the next person and be willing to kill the next person or something like that, man. Like, I don't get it. Because when you're taking care of life and bettering your situation, a lot of people that come from poverty-stricken areas, you know what I'm saying? You know that it's a lot of time that it takes. It's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of sacrifice and stuff like that. And you're tired at the end of the day. You're tired.
Because you've been working, taking care of your shit.
Yeah, you're working, taking care of your shit, man.
Yeah,
you know
man.
And I felt like...
Because, again, it goes back to what I was saying. I'm going to have to piggyback again. Nice, I'm sorry. But you know what? When you're not busy...
Yeah, man.
You start to hate.
Busy,
and
right?
then you're like, yo, this is why dude's not letting me on. It's a cycle. But the cycle is pretty simple, man. It's pretty simple, bro.
And I mean, there was another thing he was talking about people getting too comfortable in the hood and kind of not, you know, realizing that there's people out there that, you know what I'm saying, that are willing to put energy into killing you basically and stopping your shine. Like, I get that, you know what I'm saying? I think people do need to recognize that. But I think what's more important is the fact that, you know, people are putting energy into hating on somebody else. And like Mano said, you're not even putting that same energy into bettering your own life.
Right.
And as I said, if you were putting energy into bettering your own life, you won't even have the energy to hate on the next person, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something serious. And that's something that should really be addressed, man, because that's what haters do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of haters, they have energy that most people don't even have, yo.
They need to hit the gym.
No, for
Hit
real.
at the gym or something.
Like go to the gym or something, bro. Go lift some weights.
Or put that energy into something. You might be the most successful person in the world.
Like you might even find you might even become successful. But yo, keep like bro, listen. Like, do you have the energy to be fighting with somebody, arguing with somebody on some I mean, not. I don't
even have time. I don't even have the energy to listen.
Like, listen, no, but like not even like I'm not saying an intellectual debate. Like,
not even intellectual.
I can converse with somebody and have a good intellectual debate, right? We can do that. I don't mind. But I'm talking about arguing with somebody and hating and disrespectful conversation. You see what I'm saying? I don't have the fucking energy for that.
Listen.
Why I don't have the energy for that is probably the same reason why you don't have the energy for that.
I don't want to hear shit. That's
the
first one.
I'm taking care of my life. I'm doing grown man shit. And when you're doing grown man shit or grown woman shit, you don't have the time to be entertaining the people that are hating on you and trying to fight with you and stop your movement or any rise that anywhere you're going up. They're trying to bring you. Don't even have the time. You don't have the energy to even entertain them.
You know what's the worst thing, man, is the people that give that fake love. To me, seeing that,
yeah, word.
Like that fake love is to me like I've seen people like people be like, oh yeah, like I'll use an example, right? Let's say I'll go out and check out my homie. Right. Let's say my homie's either a rapper, a DJ, or whatever. You know what I mean? You gotta start from somewhere. You know what I mean? You don't just say, "Yo, meet me at TD Garden because I'm opening up because I'm gonna be at TD first day out." You know what I mean? I go out and you'd hear like, "Dude can't even rap." Dog, I know my man that's better than dude. Or my man can't even cut well on a set. Listen, look at him. You know what I mean? He ain't even moving the crowd. Oh, he could have done this. Oh, he could have done that. Oh, nice. Why didn't you guys have this? Oh, Cliff, why didn't you do that? A lot of people are doing that. And I'm going to go back to Nip. Technology is also affording them to do that and also giving them the platform and the capability, i.e. tools, to go and hate. To go and give that fake love. Yeah, and that's crazy to me. And that's why, to me, we got to be in a position and use our culture to push love, to push respect, to push morals, to push these good things and talk about it. Because at the end of the day, if you're not doing that, this is what's going to happen. These guys that are hating, not doing nothing, busy at home, trying to figure out whose coattails to get on, they're going to win. No, they're the ones that took this man's life. You know what I'm saying? The one that took Pac's life. If you're any person and you want to see somebody 6 feet deep because of whatever it is that they're doing, you're a hater, you're an envious piece of, you know what I mean?
No, you're right, bro. No, and you know what? You know, it's like you ever met someone, right? Anybody out there, yo, you ever met someone that you know they just did something just so, you know what I mean? It's like they did it so it's like it wasn't genuine, right? They just did it just so you couldn't say nothing, or just so you couldn't say that they didn't do it, basically. Yeah. Like you shared something, or you sent your man a couple dollars when he was locked up, just so
checklist.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody
I did it.
Right.
Checklist.
Right. like you sent your man a dollar or two when he was locked up, or going through something. But you only did it. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can say that you know, oh, you didn't do it, basically. Like, you didn't do it on some genuine shit. You didn't do it because you genuinely care. You didn't do it because you're concerned with this person's well-being because you love them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what love is being concerned with someone else's well-being as if it was your own. That's not why you did it. You did it so nobody can say that you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not genuine. You know what I'm saying? That's not genuine. So, like, if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, like, you want to share my shit, the podcast or whatever, share it because you got genuine love. Don't share it just so you're doing it so nobody could call you a hater. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that shit. That shit's corny.
I'm gonna flip it nice because I don't want people saying, wait a minute, this is a recurring topic. I'm gonna flip it nice. I'm gonna use Nipsey again. I've been watching this. Back to some rappers or videographers, artists, or people. Right. It's people, and I hate that word, clout chasing, but it's happening.
That's what
People
I'm
are gonna
saying,
say
though, like,
you're clout chasing by saying his name and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna say this: a lot of people. I seen a video. It was on World Star. I was actually kind of disgusted by it. Dude went where they were just out. I think it was out in D.C. and they shot a video. There was a bunch of people behind him, kind of putting their lights up, candles, phones up, and he used that platform to rap a record about Nipsey. Now, this is where I'm torn. So I'm going to ask our fans to kind of just chime in. I'm going to ask you to chime in. Tell me what you think. As I'm watching, I'm like, damn, I'm becoming one of these haters. Now, listen, I see what he's doing. He can be a genuine fan of this man and putting the love out and spitting his bars, doing his thing, using his platform. Or is he just doing it because he knows people are actually going to click and listen, and this might be an opportunity for people to watch and listen? On the business side, it makes sense because you're probably going to get a lot of views. But on my side, I'm looking at you like, man, you're doing that? Really? Right now? You're going to do that? You're going to release records? Or you're going to put videos? Right. But then I'm like, wait a minute. What if that's inspiration? So I'm over here struggling myself. I'm like, what's right? What's wrong? I don't know that there is, but I don't know. I just thought it's conversation,
bro.
man.
No, it's time. You got to give certain things time. You know what I'm saying? Time will tell with certain things, right? But at the end of the day, once that time reveals what it is, like what it's just gonna reveal whether it's genuine or it was you trying to use, say somebody's death, for instance, right? Use somebody's death to just benefit you. Bro, time is gonna tell whether you're genuine or you were just trying to capitalize off of somebody's death. Time will tell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't assume too quick.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But what I was saying, like not to be, like you say, like not a reoccurring theme. Listen, I'm not worried about all that sharing the podcast. I'm not even worried about, I'm just using it as an example. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using it.
But we got to talk about it though.
Because
that's on the fence.
We do have to talk about it because it's one of them things. I use that as an example because, listen, if you're not sharing something or showing somebody love out of genuinely having love for them, you know what I'm saying? Don't fucking do it. That's corny, yo. It's corny. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to show love. That like, if you're doing it for anything other than the fact that you got love for this person, you know what I'm saying? It's corny. Don't do it. I'd rather have you not do it. You know what I'm saying? Because then I don't have to take time to weed out who the snakes are and who the fakes are and all of that. I'd rather just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have love, then don't pretend to show it. I don't care. It's better for me to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to second guess. I don't want to have to weed through, you know what I'm saying, the grass to find the snakes and all that extra shit if I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I will. But I'm saying if I don't have to, I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to, what I'm just saying, man, like, be genuine, is all I'm saying, man. Be genuine. You know what I'm saying? It takes too much energy to hate, yo. It takes too much energy to hate. That's what my main thing has been lately. It's ever since the Nipsey thing, like, it takes too much energy to hate, bro. You know what I'm saying? It takes nothing to show genuine love, dog. It's so easy to show genuine love. Everybody that knows me, I use myself as an example because on everything I love, I show genuine love to people. If I fuck with you, I really rock with you. I don't need nothing from you. I don't ask nothing from people or nothing. Anybody that knows me knows that.
Right.
So that means if I rock with you, reflect all the years you've known me and ask yourself, has Nice ever asked me for anything?
Anything, yeah.
Nah, bro, but I still show you love. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what genuine love does, dog. So I'm going to show you love, bro. And if I got to sacrifice to help you, you know what I'm saying? And I can do it, I will do it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where people are getting a lot of things fucked up. And like you said, social media is giving people a platform to hate on people and stuff like that, whatever. But like, when you're genuine, you're genuine. You know what I'm saying? And the bottom line is this is what I'm trying to get out there. It takes too much energy to hate on somebody, It takes way too much energy to hate on somebody when all you got to do is just show love to that person or move on from messing with that person. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you don't mess with somebody, you don't mess with somebody. That's your prerogative. That's your business. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But exerting any more energy into hating on them and all this extra stuff when you have no legit reason to really dislike them, dog, it's a waste of time.
So let me ask you a question. Is T.I. giving fake love?
I think T.I. sometimes does. I think T.I. is genuine, and then sometimes I'm like, yo, he's clout chasing.
I'm confused.
I'm confused too, just like we were talking about earlier. Like on Everything I Love, I'm confused because I've Googled shit that T.I. has posted to like his social media, and on Everything I Love, it was false. Like he'll post some stuff, and I'll research it, and it's false. And I'll be like, damn, dog, like you didn't even take time to really research this, like real. So like we were talking about earlier, like I don't want to say he's clout chasing, but at the same time, it makes me wonder.
I see his shit. I listen to it. There's some pieces I take. There's some pieces I take out. I think, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, I think he's just a person that just reacts off emotions, picks up. I think he does too. I think he does and too. Just rah.
I think he does too. I think, know what I mean? Do I think he's genuinely trying to, you know what I mean, like promote people to do better? His people to do better and in his community and stuff. I genuinely think he's for that. I don't take that from him. But I still think like with your platform, dog, you got to be more responsible than posting bullshit.
And that's a key word and good segue for me. I think when you got a platform, you have to be somewhat conscious and let me back up. Everybody's built differently. Fair to say. And being that we're talking with Nips, and we're going to talk about T.I., we're going to talk about Rick Ross and all of them. Everybody's built a little differently. I think T.I. is an emotional person that just is like, I got something to say. Boom, turn it on, listen. He does, right. You know what I'm saying? So it might come off as clout chasing. We would hope, because he's one of quote unquote the kings, that he's not clout chasing because there's really no need.
Yeah, there's really no need. That's why it leaves me conflicted. But go ahead.
Then you see an individual, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I know about Nipsey, but I didn't know as much as I know now. I knew some of his music. One of the things I couldn't stand that shit was that Lloyd record. I can't help it. I can't help myself. I used to be like, yo, whose trash is this? Right. And then come to find out is this dude. Sorry, Nip. Like that was horrible. But I get where you was going. They should have. He was trying to get it mainstream. They should have gave him that record. You know what I mean? That was like Jay-Z and Sunshine. Mm-hmm. But I digress. But Nipsey never. I put it like this. I haven't seen any video of him blowing up like that. He was always kind of like calculated. Now, that's not to say that that's how he was throughout his life, but the period in which we're seeing, and T.I. has grown, has a bigger platform, and I see that he has less control than what like a Nipsey had, which is, to me, it's a little bit telling. So then my mind being, you know, in this world kind of hater mode, saying, is he really clout chasing? Like, I got to question these type of things. You see what I'm saying?
No, I question it too, because it's like you're already
like you're out there, fam. People know who you are.
You're already out there. So
you can't act for shit, by the way.
Right, Oof. You're already out there. So it's like, are you really clout chasing? I don't know. I would hope not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some shit he does, bro, I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, but then like you said, maybe he's just really, you know what I mean? He's emotional and shit, and he reacts off of emotions and shit like that.
Very emotional.
And that shit can last with you your whole life, so I can't be mad at him for that.
Yeah, word.
Because I'm like that too. I can't even sit there in front. I'm like that too, man. Like I was just saying. You know what I mean? I was just telling you. Like I could be in a conversation with somebody, and I'm in my head, like I'm already like in my, like I'm saying, if I was face to face with this person, my emotions are like, yo, I would probably put my hands on this person right now. You know what I'm saying? And I can't, maybe that'll change in 10 years from now. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be 20 years from now, and I'll still be that person that, you know, my emotions can get the best of me when it comes to certain things. I don't know.
But I think growth. But I also think, just like we was talking about with Nipsey, when you were saying, when you built this thing where he was at, you should have had people around you with the burners. Like you move differently. I think when your situation changes, you move differently. T.I. should, I think, because of his situation, should move differently. Like, I don't know that you'll ever see Hov do anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't. But
You know what I mean? But
sometimes when you, like, bro, I can't even, if I grew up in a certain area, and I know everybody in that area, dog, and I'm giving back to that community, people like, yo, I probably would have been doing the same thing Nipsey did, dog. Keep it real. Like, if I went around my people that I fuck with from, say, the north side, or I went around my people that I rock with from the south side, you know what I'm saying, or the east side, or wherever my city, like, these I'm talking about dudes, people that I really rock with, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that I need any type of real security or anything like that, because I'm still going to be nice, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to be the same person that you knew all along. I'm still going to show you the same love. I'm still going to be that person. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I feel why Nip was where he was at and didn't have the bodyguards and all of that. Like, I really started thinking about that situation, and I was like, yo, I feel 100% why he felt comfortable. Why should he not feel comfortable? That's his hood. He never did no wrong. You know what I'm saying? He's giving back and all of that. And it's just like, as Mano said, like, but there's always those people out there that, you know what I'm saying, they're going through some pain, and it's like
they're dealing with their personal
you know
struggle.
What I'm saying? Yeah. But yo, there's an old saying that I'll never forget that somebody said on a documentary I was on. Yo, this is what people need to realize, man. Yo, hurt people, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is dead real.
But back to what he's saying, they're struggling,
They're
so they like...
Right, so when people are hurt, they want to hurt other people, yo.
Misery loves company, fam.
Misery loves company. Hurt people hurt people.
And now, back to you having this knowledge. Back to you seeing what they did it to a 100 dude.
I'm admitting right now that I would still feel comfortable enough to be, I'm saying, like, I'm dead serious, like, I would still feel comfortable enough, yo.
I know you might feel comfortable, but just because you feel it don't mean that you act up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But after knowing this right here,
you gotta change.
This right here, like, if
there's a lot of clowns.
If anything were to ever happen, say, oh, yo, you blow up and everything, like, all right, get it. Like, I would definitely, because I've got wisdom now.
It's all
right, more wisdom than I had back then. I would be like, let me not be like,
right.
You know, unfortunately, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me not end up like another Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
Where like, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, being too comfortable.
Right.
You know, which for the record, you should fucking be comfortable where you're from.
Unfortunately,
you can't be.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
So you should be comfortable, but let me not do that. Because you know better than that.
I'm glad you said that, because I would have been like, yeah, nah, you can't do that.
No, you're right. No, I'm saying.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because misery loves company. It's that 100%. Struggle that he was talking about. Once you are out of that struggle, you humble yourself to then bring out the morals to say, I don't got to do that to this man, because I see what he's doing. Right. And unfortunately, not everybody is built the same way. So I think that's kind of like, just kind of like the recurring theme. Not everybody's built the same way. So you can't necessarily.
No, the recurring theme is this, bro. It's not even about being, no. The recurring theme is this fucking people that are full of fucking hate out there.
Right.
Bro.
Not everybody's built the same way.
They're not built the same way,
bro.
but like, yo, you got like, there's just like, the word hater right now, if it's ever been a time where it's more relevant, there's never been a time right now, I think, like, where the word hater is just so relevant right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not just act like the man that murdered Nipsey was just mad at what he's. Nah, there was more than that to it, yo.
Yeah,
they say he was an aspiring rapper and all that other shit, and you know what I'm saying? There's so much more that played a part into like why he probably did what he did.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I can roll. I can roll.
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying? Like, I can guarantee you that man was like jealous and envy envious of Nipsey and everything else, and you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck he gotta be? Or he thought he was a realer dude than he was. A couple people had said something. I don't know where they got this information from, but a couple people had said, "Yo, Nice, he was known for being basically a killer. He is known for killing a couple dudes in the hood." I don't know where they got that information from. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you're not.
But a
co-signing
couple
it.
people said this to me. Right, I'm not saying it's true.
Yeah,
but a couple people said this to me. Right now, I'm taking that into consideration. Let's say that he did put some work in the hood and he killed people, and you know, maybe he felt like, you know, I'm realer than him, and my rap is better than his, and dude should show me more love than what I'm getting. Right? And then next thing you know, he sees Nip getting things that he feels as though he should be receiving. And if he rubbed me the wrong way, any little thing he do rub me the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make an example out of him. But it all stems from hate, bro.
When dude was going in the studio, you were just the bud man. That don't mean you're going for the ride.
Right. It don't mean you're going for the ride.
The circle does not remain the same.
Right.
If anything, it gets smaller. Find your role. Play your role, man. Listen, I'm gonna put this on the podcast. I mean, not the podcast, but on the Facebook line. Here's a movie. I'm telling you, don't waste your time. Dear T.I., I'm not coming after you, but damn, you owe me something. I watched this movie on Netflix called The Trap.
Say The Trap, right? Someone else said.
Hey, yo, word. Listen, I want a bag. Dear Netflix, if you giving that man, I don't care what that money was, I can triple the money because that movie was horrible.
Right,
I'm talking about the movie was horrible. Right, and I'm one of those dudes, like, you know how certain people, man, I watched about 45 minutes and I gave up. If I commit, I commit. I don't care how bad the movie is. You know how many bad Master P movies I done watch? Cold Black movies I done watch? If I commit, I commit. This shit was horrible. So I'm trying to save the world, man. Hold on, Christina, Noah. Click on the link just so you can know. The movie is called The Trap by T.I. Trash. If you ain't got nothing better else to do, if you're homesick, you're not feeling good, and you want to feel a little bit better about something that's worse than you are, watch The Trap.
Right.
Man.
Garbage.
Oh my God.
You're the reason why, because I think you told me, you was like, yeah, that shit's garbage.
Yo.
I think you did tell me. And I was wondering about what. No, matter of fact, it was you, because I didn't even know it was produced by T.I. or whatever. Because I've been recently seeing it on like new releases or something.
Oh my Lord!
And then I was like,
don't do it.
And then you told me, and
don't do it. Real friends tell other friends what not to watch on Netflix, because Netflix be recommending some bullshit.
Nah, it does.
You know what I mean?
Word, it does.
Like, oh my goodness, man. I don't know. Well, we coming up to 2, man. You got anything you want to kind of put out there?
Give a shout out to my baby, my baby girl Nalani. Daddy loves you. You know, last time she said, you know, wifey had left a comment, you know, Nalani said, "Hi, Daddy, I love you," you know, and I want to say I love you, baby.
Nice.
I love you, Navani, my son. I love my wife, you know what I'm saying? I love my family, all my friends. Everybody's showing love, man. I love everybody, man. It's all love over here, man, you know. And one of my cousins, shout out to my cousin Sheldon, man. He knows a guy that I don't really know like that, but he's always promoting some positive shit. His Facebook page, I believe, is called Leroy Peoples. I believe is his Facebook page. Let me just look.
We'll put it on the link later on too.
Yeah,
we'll
just
do
to
that.
make sure, because you know what? I don't, you know what I'm saying? This every time I see my cousin sharing something, okay, it's called Leroy Peoples Jr. It's Peoples, Peeples. Okay. He's always promoting some positive shit, man. So I want to shout him out too.
What's the site again? What is it? I mean, what's
his Facebook page is Leroy Leroy Peoples Peeples Jr. And I want to shout him out too, man, because every time I see something that my cousin shares, man, from this dude,
we're gonna put it on the link. We're gonna put it on the link.
Something positive. So if y'all want to follow a positive individual, that's really, I could just tell from the shit he posts, man, that he done been through a lot, and he's really about some positivity. So he don't know me, but my cousin knows him and all that. I'm still gonna shout him out.
That's what's up, man.
And he said something real, man. He said, what he said the other day was, and I asked people to share it too, but a couple people shared it. Some people didn't. I think it's because I posted it so late at night. But he had posted something official, and I want really.
It's this trash algorithm, bro. You know.
Yeah, you know the algorithms with Facebook and shit, man, and the way that they do things. But really wanted to put it out there because he said that I heard this summer that dudes are squashing putting the guns up and just getting to this money, man. And yeah, that's what I'm really trying to promote right now, man. Put the guns up, squash that beef. Let's get to this money, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, man. On some grown man shit, it's all right to squash beef sometimes, man. There's more important things than trying to get back at somebody or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say it right now, too, man. Put the guns up, man. Let's get to this money. You know what I'm saying? And,
There's enough for everybody.
You know, we're not going to tell y'all yet, but we got something coming in the making, man, and it's for my city. And I hope everybody supports it, man, because it's really some grown man type shit, man. And I ask everybody to support the shit, man.
Yo, real quick, I just want to say what up to the family, myself. Love everybody. You guys know who you are. My wife, my kids, my inner circle, the Bonets. I want everybody, if you can just throw up a prayer. We got a family member just dealing with some ailments. We trying to figure it out. So we just trying to throw some love and positive energy and some prayers out there for this guy. Really good dude. So our family's starting to deal with that. I want to give a rest in peace to my neighbor, George. Good man. Really good man. Fortunate enough to have made his acquaintance for at least 3 years. Helped my wife out when she was stuck with the rider mower, my rider mower, which she's not supposed to really be using, but that's cool. We ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, this dude, he was just a good guy, and they don't really make him as well, you know, like that anymore. You ever meet like a older person? He's just like he's he just respects how you are, how you act, but he'll kind of kick game, non-judgmental. He was just a good dude, very helpful, willing to just kind of put his hands like on like whatever, like even if he need to grab your lawnmower, like I said, my rider mower, and pull my wife out, he would do that. He was laid to rest today. Rest in peace to that man. But yeah, man.
To the principal.
Word, yeah, that principal is crazy.
Bone marrow and passed away from
so this man did not even know the kid. Rest in peace to that guy. He offered his bone marrow to just an unknown person, and unfortunately, due to complications, he passed away himself. I do hope that kid becomes a great person and acknowledges and passes it forward. In whatever shape or form. It doesn't necessarily have to be bone marrow, but whatever energy that person does, hopefully they could kind of spread that teacher's just that goodness that he did, man. You know what I mean? And I keep saying it, man. That's all we need. We got to keep pushing love because it's easier to push hate. But we gotta keep pushing love, man. So like Nice I mentioned,
everybody that tuned in too, man.
Yeah, a lot of people tuning in today, in and out. We appreciate y'all listening to us. We kind of long-winded and long in the tooth sometimes, but it's all right. That's who we are. Appreciate the YouTube viewers. We got some viewership out there. If y'all got some friends that don't have Facebook, I'm gonna share the link again on YouTube. Y'all can follow that. We got a lot of things in store. We just trying to, one of the things we really wanted to do before we move forward is we wanted to make sure that Facebook was just not the only platform that we were using, that we were using other platforms, and we were able to accomplish that tonight.
Oh yeah.
So but yeah, man, so another one in the books. Episode 10.
Episode 10.
It ain't episode 10, but we felt like just saying.
Well, you know, we felt like saying episode 10, man, because it was episodes that we didn't really always, you know, a couple of them we deleted, whatever. But we've been doing it, and we're not gonna stop.
We cool.
So last thing is a PSA, man. Some of y'all need to stop using Facebook as a platform to say some shit you wouldn't dare say live and direct.
Ouch.
Stop doing it.
Ouch.
Oh man, shit.
We out.